We post in Discord. All right. So today is the last day that we can push on the H Priest because all of our keys that we need are tyrannical, and I don't even know if we're gonna have enough time. We're gonna do what we can on stream. Then I might have to just sit down and grind tonight, depending on how far we get. Like, who knows? But let me go ahead and pull it over on screen. Yeah, we're still in tyrannical land, but it's possible if we get like all 22s and 23s and we just got into a 24 key. Like, if we get all these done, we're sitting pretty. But these queue times, everything's stacked against us. But we're at least, at the very least, we're gonna have a good time today. So I'm excited to be streaming. Apparently I have chocolate on my hand. Let me go wash that off. I'll be right back. Ooh, okay. That's such a me thing, though. Only I would just randomly have chocolate on my hand. Alright. Let's get YouTube chat pulled up too so I can follow along there. And we'll be underway. We're waiting on this group to form though, but I would just randomly have. Alright, I've got YouTube chat pulled up, so what's up, YouTube chat? Got YouTube and Twitch side by side, together forever. And then we have this screen, which is going to be our guide for today. Whichever keys are blank, we're going to need to get on the Holy Priest. I don't know what we're waiting on. It looks like a Lust, but there's a Lust right here. Maybe he's waiting on like a Mage because they have like a Curse Dispel too. I have no idea, but first key of the day is a tough one. A Tyrannical 24 Waycrest. We'll give it our best go. I never noticed his mouth like extends all the way back. That's actually kind of dope. I'm excited though for the whole Mists of Pandaria leveling. I've always said that there's like 3 classes that I've never gotten to 70. Like, I have every class to 70 except for I think it's 3. And those 3 are Warrior, Rogue, and Demon Hunter. And all 3 of those are ones where I'm like, man, I wish I had this at level 70 so I could play it as an alt at one time or another. Like, I'd love to play Prot Warrior, just any Rogue spec, and the tank DH, but I just don't have them to 70. Hey, Stranger Danger with the Prime sub. Appreciate the support, friend. Also, good name. Good lesson in the name. Thank you so much. Yeah, I didn't stream on Friday. Uh-oh, we might get replaced. Hopefully they come in as an AUG. But I didn't stream on Friday. We had someone repairing part of our kitchen. But yeah, that's obviously over with. But yeah, it was just like loud, like buzz saw noises and I don't know, like freaking jackhammer or something. I appreciate you, main. Your monk content has been so helpful. Oh, that's awesome. Well, hey, stay tuned because I've got a lot of content that I have sitting there waiting to be posted. I might actually go ahead and like start slowly drip feeding it. Like, for season 4, I might start with tomorrow being the first post, but a lot of healer content, like general healing content, but then also gonna remake my Mythic Plus guide, gonna remake my Minute bite-sized guide, and then try to do one for each healer spec. But yeah, a lot of content coming, and I've been putting so many extra hours into making content that I think is just so good. I'm very happy with the content. So, but I'm glad that you're happy with it too. I try my best to make it as to make content that's both beginner friendly and offers like advice to people that maybe are more experienced on the spec and just are looking for like a little bit more like tips and stuff to gain. But I try to, dip in both worlds, but it is hard. It's hard to make one guide for all, but I try. I've been able to parse 88 plus on every fight except Fyrak. I just can't seem to get it together on Matt Mercer. Oh man, Fyrak's tough. Fyrak is tough, but I looked at someone's logs. Like I was doing a coaching session, and they I think it was a Laradar kill, which I know it's two completely separate fights, but both have the whole like ad healing aspect to it, and this person just was not healing ads. And it's the same with Fyrak. If you're not healing those ads, I mean, think about it. Like especially heroic Fyrak, there are points in that fight where like everyone is full health, but there's ads that need healing, and if the other healers are beating you to that healing, then they're doing the only healing that needs to be done. You know what I mean? So as long as you're on top of it, because we top those Ripashalu. But yeah, it's definitely a tough fight, especially on Mythic. If you're talking about Mythic, it's just a whole different beast. But I've posted 2 videos on Mythic Fyrak so far, and I think like way back when I posted like a heroic Fyrak kill, like at the beginning of the season. You might be able to look up like maybe like AOTC or Fyrak, and it might pop up. Let's see. Incredible Bob said, "Hey LV, hope you're doing well." Dude, I'm doing great. Honestly, I'm doing amazing. It's allergy season for me, but I am all medded up, so like doesn't even phase me at this point. But yeah, it's beautiful weather. Like it's like outside, it looks like it would be hot. You step outside and it's like a little chilly. So it's like, oh, it's crisp, perfect spring weather. And that really does like play into my mood and stuff. And then Nick said, working with stream on mute. Hope everyone had a good weekend. I hope you had a good weekend too, Nick. I know you're on mute, but I appreciate the support and good luck with your work. It's kind of cool thinking like a lot of people do work. Like I used to, when I had my full-time job that wasn't YouTube, I was working a job and I'd always have a stream open. Luna said, "Hey, love your content, knowledge and insight. Very useful as a returning player. I've noticed that nobody has any videos comparing all healer specs in Raid going into Season 4. Any thoughts on that?" I think that says any thoughts on that. Yes, sorry, it's kind of blocked by the like emoji thing, but so it's really hard to get data. The reason why, Luna, usually before a season starts, I make a video very similar to that, but it's very hard to get data on that because in the PTR and open up the raid bosses for the first time ever. But coming into season 3, then coming into season 4, since they're kind of going to dabble into all the old bosses, you can't really open up every raid. I mean, I guess you could, but like without the faded mechanics and stuff, it's kind of useless. So there's just not as much data. There's actually like no data available. However, the one thing that you kind of can do is like extrapolate from like old data. Like you can kind of look at like the season 1 Resto Shaman healing, logs versus the season 3 Mistweaver healing logs, because that's like that is, what am I trying to say? That is like the tier set that each spec is taking. The only issue with that is that it's also not perfect data because like in season 1, Resto Shamans had like X trinkets, and yeah, they'll still have X trinkets, but they'll also have the option of Y trinkets, and Z trinkets from season 3. So it's just really hard to get that data together, Luna. However, I know what you're asking is what do I think the healing will look like in season 4. Also, this is just like a non-answer. I'm really sorry, but season 4 is like designed for people to just like goof off. Like if I'm being totally honest, it is just like no guild like Echo and Limit, I'm pretty sure, are not gonna be racing. Like no one's racing for each faded week to try to beat the bosses for the first time. No guilds are really happy to. So then that's like the guild level, and then the personal level, like people just like try whatever they want, So hey, I appreciate the support, Brother Bear. Good luck with the coding. if you need any help, send me a question. I took like 2 coding class. I'm totally kidding. Um, yeah, but no, on the personal level, people will literally just play whatever they want. So that's why, so that's like one of the reasons why you've only seen like videos about Mythic Plus is because on PTR, that's kind of all they opened up to us. But number two is season 4, whenever they do this whole faded thing, is generally, you know, the majority of the player base only thinks about Mythic Plus when picking a main because they just pug raid if they decide to do raid that week. But all right, let me finally answer your question. I think Mistweaver's gonna still do insane throughput. I think Holy Priest probably will not do as insane throughput as they had in like season 1 or season 2 because they've seen really big nerfs since then. They've seen a lot of reworks to make them a lot more like a lot better in Mythic Plus. Ooh. But they'll probably kind of just stay behind because Disc Priest is going to be very good. I think Resto Druid is still a little lackluster. You'll see them because they're very popular, but they just, I mean, they won't have as much throughput as Mistweaver. And if a guild takes it seriously and is trying to push Mythic rating, you probably will see a Resto Druid if there's no balanced Feral or Guardian just for the Mark of the Wild buff. But yeah, if you're looking for pure throughput, I think Mistweaver is still just going to be head and shoulders above the rest. Disc Priest is going to be a nice hybrid, and Shaman will kind of be a nice little hybrid, but mostly throughput. They're going to be doing good throughput too. I don't know much about Evoker, if I'm being totally honest. I can't really guess where they're going to be, where they're going to land. And then what's left? What is left? Holy Paladin. Holy Paladin, if guilds do seriously push Mythic, you're still going to see a Holy Paladin in comps, especially because in Amirdrasil they were so good, like their utility and stuff. But they probably won't put up competitive throughput. They'll probably be down toward like at the bottom of throughput. But I don't know. It's just a shame because like in 10.1.7 or like season 2, the tier set they're taking in season 4 is their season 2 tier set. They just had so much going for them, but since then they've had so many nerfs. Just like the nerf hammer has just bonked them so many times. And like in season 2, you look at logs and they're doing like crazy throughput, but then you think about all the nerfs they took because of Mythic Plus and because their raid was really strong, and it's just like it I don't know. They're not going to come into season 4 as strong as they did in season 2. But yeah, that's my outtake. Is you can literally take whatever you want into raid, especially if your guild's only progging on like the mythic, or I'm sorry, the heroic bosses. But then you'll probably see them opt, if they get the choice, for like a Mistweaver, a Holy Paladin, a Disc Priest, and maybe like a second of one of those if they get the choice, or like a Resto Shaman, maybe. I think that's just a guess. I have no data to back that up though. All right, let's jump into the key. It's a Holy Priest key. I'm gonna get Mind Soothe ready just in case they want it. Nope, they don't. Trying to do as much damage as I can before we kind of enter this hallway. Let's re-dot everything. Stun that guy. Maybe I don't want to use a Mass Dispel here, but we might have to. Oh, he got bonked. We're gonna watch casts on ourselves, and we're gonna get ready to LOS then. I say as he pulls it right here, though, in the doorway. Oh, that's on me. Oh, 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 you hate to see that. The tank... I don't really know what the play was there. Hide! Run! Tank? Tank, where you at? Yeah, we're gonna play on this corner so that we can LOS some of the cast. We'll stun that. Trying to keep renews flowing on everyone. It's not on me. I'm playing really far back so that I can. They're saying PI me. Look, I'm just PIing whichever the add-on tells me to PI, if I'm being honest. Okay, it's boss time. This boss is no joke. Ah! Guy needs to move. I'm just cycling my defensives and my cooldowns for that phase. Oof. Just gotta stay on the move. I don't think the shaman gets it. I don't know if he's like moving around at all. Okay, we need to get these cooldowns back, so I need to just flash heal around. Uh-oh. Okay, we are just like out of mana already, so we're gonna Symbol of Hope. As I was casting into him, he died. That's tragic. Whoa, got a lot of casts coming my way. Okay, we got Seedling coming up for this next phase. We're very out of mana, though. Ah, my seed went away. We are We made it. It was not even close. But welcome in, guys. I got a key going for you. It's a Holy Priest key because our Holy Priest is most likely, if one of our other specs can get to 3k, this is the only one that could do it out of the ones left. So we're crossing our fingers that keys go smoothly today, so that we can like get good progress, because today is the last push day for this spec, since all of our keys needed are tyrannical keys, and it's the last day of tyrannical. But if things go well on stream, you bet your bottom dollar, whatever that means, that I will be playing tonight off stream. Man, that Ooh, the tank is just not having it. Did he have meta ready too? Surely. Ooh, that's second time though. A little sus. That's on me. I'm gonna pop Fade, but I'm pretty sure you can LOS that. Man, on Tyrannical Week, I was just not expecting it to hurt the tank this much. We have mass up, but I think we should be fine without massing. Soul Bolt hurts, though. This guy kind of got mad at me for not PIing him. But so we're just gonna hold PI for him, I guess. I don't want him to leave. Y'all know how ornery DPS players have been this season. You said, let's see. Oh, hey, been watching your vids. Caught you streaming. I'm glad you caught me. I stream just every Monday, Wednesday. What is going on with this tank? He is just falling over left and right. Yeah, we just die here. But yeah, glad you caught me. I stream Monday, Wednesday, Friday, unless something happens. Like on Friday, someone was like doing stuff in my kitchen, so we had to like postpone it basically. Tank? Someone left the group. Oh man, this is why I have not had fun recently pushing keys outside of the PTR. Man, people just leave groups and it makes it not fun. Okay, next up. Let's see. I mean, Season 4 is a Mythic Plus season. Yeah, that's what I'm trying to say is, like, guilds are taking Season 4 off. My guild included. Taking Season 4 off in terms of, like, rating every week. Thank you so much for the in-depth answers. Yeah, we are skeptical about HPAL. I completely see the point for it being hard, so much data and variables to compare, etc., but I appreciate it so much. Yeah, and it's also like it's incomplete data is what I'm trying to get at. Is like if you're trying to look at logs of like season 1 Evoker versus season 1 Resto Shaman versus season 3 Mistweaver versus season 2 HPAL, it's like the fights were so different. So like ramp timings probably just lined up better in season 3 for Mistweaver than they did in season 1. So the data just like looks, it's just all over the place. So it's like it's going to be hard for them to balance it. But if you're choosing Holy Paladin for season 4, I do expect, especially with them going back to their season 2 tier set, I do expect some buffs to come in, and I'm predicting it because, like, just for like a small example, think about how when they made the new tier set, the season 3 tier set, say Daybreak now has a 45-second cooldown. Can't you jump that off? Jump that off. I don't know what that means. But when they made Daybreak 45 seconds, they kind of nerfed Daybreak to make it to where it gave less mana back per snap. Because the cooldown's less and you just get an equal-ish amount of mana over a fight, instead of it giving you more mana back since you can press the button more often. I expect them to then go back and buff Daybreak to give you a bit more mana back now that it's going to be a minute cooldown again. Things like that. Can't you jump that? You can, but I prefer just to move. Stutter step if I can. I'm just happy no Blackrock Hold in Season 4. Me and Boulders do not go well. Oh no. Oh, pour one out for the Fallen. Yeah, Blackrock Hold was like the only dungeon I actually enjoyed this season because it just... people just weren't tilted in that dungeon like they were in other dungeons. Like every other dungeon, it just puts people on tilt and like they're just so quick to leave, you know. The move mechanic on the first boss, yeah, you can jump, but I found it's just easier to stutter step. I mean, you can do it either way, I'm pretty sure. Oh yeah, but Mr. Pandaria leveling, so a lot of people think that I've been playing the game since, like, you know, since it came out. I haven't. I actually started when Shadowlands came out. I am a very relatively new player, but as someone who is so like who just loves the lore of monks and Pandaria, like I am so excited to go back and level characters. Like I might level, like I'm definitely gonna level a rogue, a warrior, and a DH because those are the 3 that I don't have leveled. But then I also kind of want to level another monk, even though I literally have one like level 30 that I kind of started. But yeah, I want to just level. I just want to play in Mist of Pandaria. I think it's gonna be so cool. I haven't watched any content. I know as a content creator, I'm supposed to like know what it's about, but since I don't dabble in that content, like I'm not giving you guys like, hey, here's an update on everything happening. Wow. Since I stick in my healer lane for the most part, I've been kind of trying to keep it fresh so that if I do plan to do like a big stream when it comes out, it can just kind of be new to me, and like just like it will be. Like Miss Pandaria is a new zone for me, based on, if y'all want to, if y'all have been in Miss Pandaria and y'all like played back when it was a real thing, and y'all are like excited to go back and get that nostalgia feel, I think it could be fun for y'all to have the nostalgia feel, me to have the noob feel, you know. So, um, yeah, we need some more flasks. Honestly, we survived the first boss of Waycrest, and that shocked me. Not gonna lie, that shocked me. How is H Priest feeling right now? For this level, for like pugging keys, H Priest feels like incredible. I think it's like second only to Mistweaver in terms of pugging 3K level keys. I'm sure if paints up, you don't have barrier, you replace those two things with Symbol of Hope. So that definitely, you know, is like a downside if you're trying to push, like maybe you're like in a push group pushing like 30s, then H Priest would definitely feel bad. But H Priest feels excellent for the average player, like absolutely insane. And I kind of hope that, so we're going into Throne of the Tides. I'm gonna try to get a big damage pool on the first one and show you just how capable it is of doing like crazy damage. I am Stone K, but yeah, it feels really good. If you're trying to do healing, if you're trying to do damage, this class kind of does have it all right now. We're going into Throne 22. Not a crazy dungeon, but Tyrannical Throne is really no joke. Because you pool big, which makes the pools hard, and then the bosses are actually kind of hard, so. But we might go and do some PTR keys. I'll have to see how active the PTR is right now, but if y'all want me to do like Windwalker keys, maybe Windwalker keys, or like PTR keys, just let me know. Because I'm down for whatever. But yeah, the new reworks on Holy Priest have really made it more engaging. And it makes it feel like more fluid. Like, and as a Holy Priest, whenever you were in downtime, it just felt like you were just spamming Smite a lot, and that just doesn't feel as good on a Holy Priest as it does Disc Priest. But now it feels like there's like meaning behind your spells, so huge fan of it. Who do I PI? I think I PI. I think all three of these targets are like pretty solid targets. I think in seasons past I've hit the lock, but maybe we hit the hunter. Are they a marksman hunter? No, they're beast mastery. I don't know. Ooh, this is an affliction lock. I think I hit the affliction lock. On pool 1, on those big AoE pools, get those big seed bombs rolling. Be kind of crazy. Okay, so here's the plan. I think we're going to go into this first pool trying to commit to big damage. So we're going to use Apotheosis as a damage cooldown. We might actually have to start weaving in some healing because this pack does a lot of healing, or require a lot of healing. But if we can just spend a lot of globals on just doing damage, you can rack up insane numbers. But the issue with that is that then we would come up on the Crushing Depths pool without Apotheosis, which is our best healing cooldown for that pool. So it might get a little sketchy, but I think we'll be okay. We need a stamp whistle, though. Got these verse files. You hate to see that. I don't like this pool. Okay, screw that. We are just going to have to do healing. Holy crap. Dang, that's a shame. Okay, we'll get one pull off eventually. Get a mass dispel going. Oh, we didn't hit these guys. Oh, we gotta move. Ah. Okay, yeah, cancel everything I said because I did not expect us to pull to the Sentinel.
It's not ready yet.
Well, that was sus. Well, I didn't go as planned. That's okay. Gotta heal this guy really quickly because he has crushing deaths on him. Whew, all things considered, I've seen worse there. I've seen worse from that pool in particular. Ooh, but our mana has seen better. Holy crap. Whoa. It's okay, we bounce back. We bounce back for sure. Yeah, Holy Priest, I mean, when things go right, dude, it feels great. But I guess when things go wrong, you kind of do feel a bit behind. But that's just having a reactive kit versus having a proactive kit. Whew, we made it. Let's see. Okay. I think, depending on how the tank decides to pull, we might be able to go a little crazy here. So, just go ahead and plan for it.
Empowered.
Got Crush on Depths. Handled it. Gonna top up the tank. Gonna be eating. Ah, we can't. Okay, we are pulling pretty big here. We need kicks, people. Oof. Not a fan. Not a fan at all. We're gonna lose... Yeah, I was gonna say, we're gonna lose multiple people here. Well... I just clicked off a buff. I don't know what I clicked off. I feel like that pool was going fine, and then he kind of pulled a little bit more, and it got a little shaky. But I could tell who was gonna die because I saw who had the debuff. I just didn't have much for it. But we're fine. We are so fine. Tyrannical Throne, you can kind of get away with doing like stupid pulls like this because you really do have a lot of time. As long as you have enough time at the end for the like death hallway, you're really fine. Let's do some big damage here. Bang, bang, bang. Stop that kick. Woo. Gotta dispel the warlock. Pretty sure I can just be fading myself out of that though. Yeah, I can. I don't know why I haven't been doing that. We're about to take a lot of damage because we just used our execute.
I'm out of range.
I've actually never seen this.
It's not ready yet.
Oh my god, I don't even know what to heal at this point. This is such a wild pool. What is happening? I've actually never seen that. Pulling one side and the dogs to the other side. I've never seen that even attempted. It's crazy.
It's too far away.
I don't even think I have the portal toy, the gateway toy, on this character. I think I have it on some of my characters. Like I know I have it on my druid and obviously my monk. But I wonder which of my classes don't even have we're gonna do it again? Why?
Empowered.
Do a couple more flash heals to get our other holy words off.
I don't have a target.
Whew. Heal. Foam cut. Hey, Redders made it. What's up, Redders? It's been a while, dude. How you doing? Hold on, I'll give me a second. I'll be able to. Oh, I have crushing depths. Hold up. Whew. Didn't even notice what was going on, man. Evening Ninja thought about giving Priest a go, but way under geared, so would probably just stick with Monk. Oh, Mistweaver is a little tankier. So if you like staying alive or really value staying alive, hold on. He really just pulled. Okay, good luck. But yeah, both are great in Mythic Plus. This is going to be so rough. Go ahead and Symbol of Hope, I guess. Whoa. We need kicks, people. Also, not having a kick is just like miserable. Look at me. I'm like crawling, basically, and I'm dead. Yeah, there's no way we survive that. Yeah, when everyone gets frost bolted, it's yep. Yep, 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 yep. Yeah, so Redders, yeah, I will say having a kick is what's kind of making me never want to main Priest at all. But it does have a lot going for it, especially if it can be stunned, you're fine, because Chastise is kind of the truth, but yeah, no kick is really bad. We're fine, though. We are fine. Yeah, that's a major issue. I never understood why priest healers don't have one. It's so needed in a group, and def if priests wanted to be in the meta. Yeah, I mean, well, Disc Priest has made it into the meta basically without having uh, a kick, but that's kind of partly because Vengeance Demon Hunters are so strong. And they have so much like interrupts themselves, but still, it's just you kind of just need it. Stay with us. Yeah, the spot healing is crazy. Oh god. People. I'm just gonna pop my defensive here because I think he also has aggro because like what is going on, dude? He's taking so much damage. I thought I saw one underneath me. Oh my goodness. Have I ever given Sod a blast? No, I've never tried out Sod, but all my guildies are on it right now. I just never gave it a shot. But I am like I'm to the point where I feel like my brain is rotting doing these keys. Like, legitimately, think I think we just embrace that season 3 is over because I am just not having fun in these keys. But maybe we give SOD a try. But oh yeah, PI text. Yeah, I was not not poor survival, no kick, and low AoE healing. Seems to be H priest weakness. Yeah, and apparently you just stand in swirlies and die. Oof. Oh, DH. Let's see it. Let's see it, DH. What you got? No. The Shadow Mill. Yep. Oh, brother. Okay, yeah, we're done pushing keys. I cannot bring myself to do it anymore, guys. It is actually rotting my brain. Oh, goodness. Let me see. Let's see if we can load up the PTR. When is the season actually over? We have... So tomorrow marks the start of the final week. It's such a nice break to play the game we love, but so different, definitely so much simpler, like the old days. Loving pre-sealing on it as well. Well, I have played Ascension, which is kind of like classic WoW, but with like a bunch of mods installed. I have played that and I really enjoy it. But I've never played SOD. I don't have any classic characters leveled up or anything. But oh my god. I'm so tired of these keys. These late season keys I will never do again. Like, ugh. Alright, let's see what we got. Is anyone on the PTR? Anyone at all? It did reset all of my PTR stuff though. So we might have to go back to Orgrimmar and get some gear. But yeah, we still have another week of season 3. And then the next patch comes out on the 23rd, or I guess 24th for some of you guys. Maybe that's how that works. But man, I am so ready to start playing Mistweaver again. Y'all have no idea. Ugh. Late season keys do be rough. I'm telling you, man. I am telling you, it has actually taken almost all of the enjoyment out of the game trying this game this late in the season. Okay, all of our UI is gone too. That's kind of tragic. Let's see what our gear looks like. Let us keep our gear. Okay. Is anyone running keys? We have a Neltheris 5. Let's see if we can get into it. You're 24th in EU. Ugh. The 24th in EU is when it comes out. Yeah, I don't know why they still do that though. Why they do the whole split. It doesn't really make any sense. Let's change the title of the stream. Yeah. Holy Priest to 3K dream is over. I just don't have it in me. Don't got the heart or the gumption. I'll tell you that much. PTR Healer Slammin. I still do need some like PTR footage though, so this does kind of work out. This whole past week or 2 weeks, I've kind of been ever since they announced the date of season 4 starting. Got declined from a +5. Ugh. But ever since they announced it, I basically have been like internally debating with myself, like, do I spend every waking moment trying to get the last few healers to 3K, or do I spend all of my time making content? And for those that have tuned into my streams lately, you guys know I've been just cranking out season 4 content, or like really grinding it. So like grinding PTR, testing a lot, and making special videos that will be dropping. I don't need Knockout Offensive. I need to be next. Braconite, I feel like is a big pain point. Do Braconite. Let's do like a Braconite, just a 6. Just throw in a number. Just +6. Does help on big patches having NA beta test for us and absorb that day's outage at times. Then it's nice and smooth in EU. I guess that's like the only glass half full take I've ever seen about it. Usually EU people are like, man, I don't get to crack my vault till tomorrow. But you're over here like, hey, US people, go be the guinea pigs. Like, get all the bugs out of the way and let us play the game. That's actually such a good take, though. I love that. No, you can't. All right. Just accepting whatever queues up. We're doing Brackenhide 6. We will need to load up our UI though, so I'm gonna load back up normal WoW. What is this whole distinction between WoW 1 and WoW 2? I don't get that. Not the PTR. We need actual WoW. Wow. Sure, Shadow Priest, get in here. And when they join, we can ask like if they want affixes or anything. We actually need to change our key to a 6. Can hide 6. Get a fortified, and a tyrannical. And screw it. Let's get the easy ones. Volcanic. And what's another easy one? Entangling. The 2 easiest affixes. Whew. But I love me some PTR keys. I love how chill they are. And like usually this is when all the people kind of come back that aren't quitters. But the other day I was streaming PTR keys and we did have people actually quitting keys. I was like, oh my God, on the PTR, really? Someone quit because I put an affix on the key. I even asked, like, are y'all okay with affixes? And they said, sure. Brackenide 6. We'll wait. But I've got 2 videos done out of a series of 8 that I'm working on. So y'all can hopefully see how long and how much time I'm putting into these videos to make them as good as possible for you guys. But they are so good. I am so happy with how they've come out. Maybe I can show you guys a sneak peek of them. I don't know if that's possible. I am so happy with how they're coming out. Yeah, 2 of 8. So I'm like, I still have so much grinding to do on these videos, but it's so worth it. Like, they're so good. I'm very happy with them. Let me see if I can show you a little bit of this one. I don't know what it looks like to like preview videos. I'm pretty sure it doesn't work, but we can try it. Oh, oh, oh. Welcome to a healer's guide to not good offensive. Ooh. For some reason the video's not working, but the audio is. So apparently I can't preview a video. But let me play that again. Welcome to a healer's guide to not good offensive, where we. Yeah, so it's pretty dope. I'm really happy with how it came out. Yes. PTR seems great for building followers too. Folks always prowling for next season meta insights. Yeah, and I wish I wish I was a sellout. I really do. Like I wish I was someone who would just like do I wish I had like my finger on the pulse of what like gets views and stuff, but I'm just not. I don't know, like maybe in the future I might go for like this healer is broken in season 4 and like do like a PTR video. But honestly, I just like to be as honest as possible and just um I'm better at doing guides than that stuff, you know. But yeah, you're right. Some people just make bank during PTR season. I am not one of those people. So if anyone calls me a sellout, I can point them to this last week's stretch of me not making PTR videos and just say, look, I'm not. I do it out of passion. Sure, we'll get a 503 DH tank. Good golly gumbo. Hey there, Captain. Capitan. How are you doing? Gumbo. I have someone in my guild named Gumbo, so if you are that Gumbo, what's up? If not, also what's up? I must say I've watched most of your videos and many other guides as well, and you have your setup down to a T. The way you break things down and explain everything really helps. I appreciate that because I do have like a method of explaining that I think gives like a full picture, at least to me, and I try to stick to that. Um, yeah, you do you, and don't worry about random comments claiming whatever. Dano, I appreciate you saying that because especially when you're as small of a content creator as I am, those comments do stand out more, and it's hard to just ignore them. But yeah, I definitely do not do this for the money, like at all. I do it out of pure passion, but also I do it because I love sitting in queues, just waiting on DPS to queue up. I'm not sure. I'm on Kill Jaden, and all my tunes have Gumbo in the name. Ah, no, we're all Zool Jenners. He's our balanced druid. He also streams. I think he streamed our Fire Rat kill. I'm pretty sure. But yeah, PTR keys are real, or like PTR content is also really easy for DPS YouTubers to make because it's so much easier for them to fill a group. But just the nature of being a healing YouTuber though is like it just by nature of it is like harder to fill groups with like viewers because like all of us basically heal. You know what I mean? Like four people would have to off roll if we want to get a group to fill. But like DPS players, two people queue up, like two of your viewers queue up for sure on their main, and then um maybe one person off heals and you just find a random tank or something. That's just the nature of it. It's what we signed up for. Can you not jump up here? I guess you have to dragon right up there. Give it to me. Oh god. What? What? Nice. Sweet. Whew. But we're gonna do a preservation key, and then we can hop onto another character, whichever character you guys want to see. If y'all want me to do Mistweaver, I can for sure do that. But we're gonna do a Brackenhide, which is gonna be one of the harder keys next season. So we're gonna see if we can do it on a class that doesn't really have the like any good tools for it. And then we're gonna do I want to do an Azure, not an Azure Vault, a Halls of Infusion is what I really want to do. So Halls of Infusion and Brackenhide. Hopefully we get some good groups for that. We're only doing +6s because we actually just want to blast through the dungeon. We don't really need to see things, but I've got a shoot mate. Glad to swing by and say hello. Keep up the good work, my man. We love watching. I appreciate that. Even though for the past like few weeks my streams have been me tilting on alts, I am excited to stream Mistweaver key pushing again. I've never streamed it, so I'm excited to share that with you guys, and I appreciate you sticking around during these, streams where it's just like, oh man, like dude, here's another disband. But no, we're getting back in the groove of it. We're kind of just waiting for the lull and WoW content to stop, and then my content will amp up again. I guarantee you that we are pushing. But for those of you who are still going to be able to continue watching, if y'all have a DPS that is on the PTR and you just want to come slam a key, or two, definitely come group up with me. We need one more. There we go. All right. Let's ask the party. Do you guys want affixes or no? Let's see what they say. Go ahead and I guess we can hold off on TPing because they might want like special affixes. Okay, no affixes. Word. Let's do it. So when Brackenhide was live, or when it was current content, it was very hard for a lot of healers, especially like newer healers, because there's a roadblock right at the start of the dungeon, and that's the first boss. But yeah, I'm working on making guide videos on all the dungeons. Yeah, fort. Um, yeah, we'll put fort and tyrannical. Sure. Fort and tyrannical. Nice. But this first boss is very difficult. Yeah, man, I enjoyed season one, but some of those fights were brutal. Yeah, there was a lot of people that really struggled on this first boss. And it's super easy. I promise. It is so easy to heal. And you just have to know what's going on. Also, I meant to load up WoW and get my UI. All right. Gotta get my UI swapped over from retail, or I guess not retail. What would you, from actual WoW, non PTR? Where is it? Y'all see Evoker? Let's export. Copy. Um, where's weak auras? Import. Paste. Oh, we are in combat. People, really? Trying to do something here. Okay, we're importing our UI. We're gonna import our reversion stacks, which might look familiar to those of you who used my Mistweaver stacks. I literally just copied it. Import, paste, import. Okay, we're rolling. Do a ready check. Actually looking forward to season 4 to play Mistweaver when it isn't considered trash by the community. Shadowlands was a struggle, and I've yet to Mistweaver properly in Dragonflight. Oh man, Mistweaver in season 1 and 2 was brutal. Brutal. But yeah, season 4 is gonna be nice. Um, it's gonna be very nice. Okay, they're sitting here talking about PI. Let's do another ready check. All right, let's do it. Hopefully, I remember what my buttons do. Also, the tier set for Evoker, I don't have like a good setup for. Like, I don't have a good UI to kind of show me how many stacks I have. So yeah, that's gonna be fun. You usually try to avoid these hunters on PTR because they do like insane damage, like actually insane damage. Um, we're gonna lust here. Go. Oh. Gonna kick those guys, push them back. When they do their fixate, keep reversion flowing. I do have the full tier set. Yep, I do. Oh, I got it. I got it. Sorry. MS. Oh, Mind Soothe the Beach. Gotcha. Yeah, this being a 5 or a 6, it's definitely gonna be hard. Needs to pop like Fade, I think, right? Okay, I am fixated on. Be very careful of positioning. Got these claw fighters running. Okay, I am fixated. Nice. Yeah, this pack, these packs with the fixate guys are very tough as a Mistweaver because you can get smacked immediately. And if you don't have your mobility, you can get caught by it. So you need to like not use your mobility between pools in order to have it up for that time. But this pool's kind of scary. Yeah, see this guy's getting claw mangled by the claw fighters. I just want to get to the first boss because I want to show you guys what I'm talking about. Where's the tank? Tank. So you need to free 5 of these Tuskars from the cage. Oh, okay. We mind soothed and got it. I wasn't paying attention. I'm also gonna pull. No. I was like a tank. Okay, so these guys, one of these guys, he just jumps around and bleeds everyone one at a time. So you as the healer, he's gonna do it right on pull. So Gash Frenzy, he's gonna just go. And these don't stop doing damage until you've gotten everyone to, or until you get them to full health. So your job is just to get them to full health. So one thing that a lot of healers don't do is they don't pop a cooldown on pool. But it's like the best way to deal with that mechanic is just use like Chi-Ji on pool or use like Convoke almost on pool, like a couple seconds after pool maybe. But you just got to do that. And a lot of healers just didn't really understand that. Greater healing, kick it, rip. Hey, that's actually good for the video, for that mechanic to go off. But Gash Frenzy, it's about to come out again. Hex-Trick Totem is scary, though. So I'm glad we can see the totem. So the tank gets dispelled, or the tank gets a dispellable magic debuff, and then this totem goes down. Our DPS is supposed to kill that totem before that guy decides to dash. But you see here, look, everyone's taking big damage. We are just gonna rewind. I didn't get it off in time. I was gonna rewind and then spot heal myself, but you just have to get everyone to full health, and then that debuff falls off. Sorry, we're nuking these bosses. Hey, how are you doing? We're doing good. We're just blasting PTR now. We did some live keys, but they didn't really come to anything. But now we're just messing around on PTR. But yeah, this boss, literally so many groups would just wipe on that first mechanic and then just like disband. And it's like you just have to survive that first mechanic. No, but now that the Hex Trick Totem is dead, this little all the stuff kind of gets less scary once one dies. I think I can res here. No, I can't. Oh, why did I think I could? Gotta go the long way. Whoop. Oh no. Yeah, I was late on my rewind. I meant to rewind and then Verdant Embrace myself. I meant to Verdant Embrace myself and then rewind, but I think I pressed it in the wrong order. It was like animation locked and then I just died. But we're missing the entire dungeon. I love that. I'm doing good, Aquatic Bear. How are you doing? My Druid and Shaman was great fun in Season 1 and 2. Didn't play much Season 3. Yeah, Season 3 has been a good time, honestly. It's been, for the most part, it's been a good time. Up until the very end, where people kind of just got a little toxic, but all in all, a good time. I will say, I'm a fan of the Season 3 Evoker tier set a bit more than the Season 1. Summon Totem. Kill the Totem. We're Withering. Tank, no! Got all three of the melee chilling next to each other. I didn't even notice this is a an Affliction Lock. I'm hoping Affliction Lock kind of makes a comeback. I don't know what tier set they're staying with, but I love Affliction Lock, and I would actually play Affliction a little bit in Season 4 if I get the chance. Yeah, this tier set seems a little lackluster. Whoa. Oof, he has aggro on this little infected lasher that just beat him to shreds. Well, don't come at me, infected lasher. Ooh, that does feel clean though. That do a fully charged fire breath, so that your next living flame is an AoE damage thing, and you get it to where you stack your tier set to where you have an instant AoE living flame. It's pretty dope, not gonna lie. Where's your body? Let's see. Think Provoker is the only healer I'll never like. It just doesn't feel right to me. I think I liked it the most in Season 3 with their current tier set. But yeah, it just in Season 1 and 2, it just was not it for me. But I do like the mechanics of like Echo and stuff. I just think it's like missing one spot heal spell. Yeah, that's so true. On paper, it sounds so good. Then you just play it, and it's just like, it's just not fun. In my opinion. Decay spray. This guy's name is Tree Mouth. We're just describing each other based on what we look like. What have we come to? Alright, we're gonna time dilate the tank here. Just crank into him. An echo for an embrace. He's fine. Whoa, someone just nuked those guys. Yeah, you see Shadow Priest. A lot of people are playing Shadow Priest. I think I was supposed to Lust here. I don't even know. But a lot of people are playing Shadow Priest right now because it looks so good. I have reversion ticking on everyone. Two people got eaten. Kill it. Ooh, did Shadow change at all? You know, I'll be totally honest. I don't know. I have no idea. I just know people are loving it on PTR. Like, that is what most people are playing for DPS. That, and apparently a lot of people are playing Devastation Evoker compared to like what they used to play, or how many people used to play it, which is shocking. Uh-oh. Exalbus, Shieldbus. Can't heal you, buddy. Maybe it's just that did they switch tier set? I have no idea, but people absolutely love it. Keep odds on them. Seek Breath isn't much of an issue though. Now they did change them a bit. We're gonna let it hit us. Oh, that animation was wonky. This is the right key level for Affliction Wisdom. Oh man, Shade Throne. That is cold. But like Affliction does like huge AoE damage. It's just like crazy that that doesn't transfer. But the problem is like other classes can do, or other specs can do huge AoE damage, but also do huge single target. Like with Affliction, you kind of have to pick one or the other with your talents. From what I remember, I could be totally wrong. I also don't know what tier set they take. Um, don't go to boss. No, don't pull to boss. That's sad. I'm trying to get footage of just the boss, but yeah. People always pull through to the boss. I'm also not gonna lust here because I want this fight to last long enough to see mechanics. Has been through it, huh? Yikes. Oh. Alright, I think every mechanic went off, so we got to show everything. We also get to show someone getting pounded by the hyenas, so good footage. Shadow got a rework for season 3 and had the best tier set in season 2. Now you get to play the reworked Esprits for the best tier set. That's what I figured something like that happened, where they just went back to a tier set. But yeah, I do remember they have seen a lot of changes. I didn't know they got a full-on rework, though, I guess. Oh, yeah, I remember people hyping up that they were gonna get a rework. I guess that was season 3. I just didn't connect the timeline, but I know a lot of people have been begging for them to get a rework. Oof. Just throwing heals at the tank. That's all I'm doing. Yeah, a lot of this dungeon can be kind of made easier as a melee healer, like Monk and Paladin, if you play at max melee range, because a lot of this stuff is like you just can't be melee right as it goes off. Like for example, these spins, there's so many of these in this dungeon. But also, if you remember earlier, there was a guy that fixates on you. And if you're in melee as that guy fixates on you, it's like so hard to run away in time before that first bonk. And in high keys, I just remember that bonk was enough. Uh-oh. Someone pulled. Okay, we got big stuns. Got big defensives too. I kick one of those decaying surges. Yeah, that rage storm can truck you if you're not paying attention. Just lust this. Why not? YOLO. Ooh, I am glad I did that because that would have nuked me. Sorry about percent, he says. I literally hadn't noticed. Oh man. Let's see. I wouldn't call it a full on, but they got something. Okay. I remember, wasn't it something with like how their resource like worked, or maybe it's how their resource like worked with one spell or something? And I have no idea. I remember reading about it and just thinking I have no idea what any of these spells do, if I'm being totally honest. Um, oh, we're coming up. A lot of people have been going this way now, but you used to always come this way, and this was like a gauntlet. People would call this a gauntlet because you can't stop and drink for mana during it. Because once you start this, you can't like turn around. It just continuously spawns enemies that just keep trickling in until you make it all the way through. Oof. Kind of wish this guy would group up. Also, we get cackled. We got cackled. Oof. Yeesh. There's the spin damage coming in. Take the cackle. Destroy the totem. Oof. I don't want to die to that. Now, this boss is fun, but there's a lot of responsibility like on the tank to kind of have the boss in the right position. Because the boss is gonna slowly be like following the tank. But every now and then the boss is gonna spit out a big poison cloud that everyone needs to dodge or stay out of, or it'll silence you and just absolutely truck you. Also, the tank can't just charge in as you're like drinking for mana or something, because that, if you stand outside of this little arena, like under the or above this ledge, it just does so much damage. What you see there, it just spit out a frontal, which trucked the warlock. But then the tank has to kind of know where to aim that frontal at the start, because every now and then he's going to spawn these totems. And right now this is bad because we can't go over there and kill the totem because the poison cloud's on it. So he spit it in the wrong area at the start. And now we're just basically off the whole fight. Yeah, you want to kill these totems like ASAP. I don't have anything for these guys. This, you'll need like a defensive for. Does big AoE. And that's where you use your cooldowns, is that little slam right there. Use your cooldowns before it to get everyone topped up and healthy so that they'll survive the slam, and then you'll also have your healing going after the slam. Yeah, as long as you can swap to the totem, you're chilling, like so chilling. As the healer, you just want to do everything you can to DPS that totem in time so that it doesn't get its damage off, because it sits there and tries to cast something. Like swap to it immediately. Ready for Rotting Burst. We can just put some of these down. Since it's a 6, I don't really have to go crazy with my cooldowns versus the mechanics, but you see, spits out the frontal. Tank aims it where it's going to start its little clockwise rotation. Yeah, I shouldn't have used my fire breath there, but you see there, he aimed it in a bad spot because now this next totem is covered. So yeah, that's what I'm talking about. There's a lot of tank responsibility. And like, yes, this is just a +6 so that we can kill the totem easily, but in high keys, like those seconds of it being covered by the thing and making melee not be able to swap to it, they matter. Like, they really do. Let's do a big Emerald Communion ramp here, just cause. Roll Anomaly. Lifeline. Boom, look at those heals. Very nice. Let's let it hit us before we kill the boss. Alright. Curious where the tank's gonna find the remaining percent. He kind of just like went back. I know that we skipped some ads there that he went back and got. What was the other dungeon? Wanna do another? I still need some footage for Halls of You. Oh no, one of the priests didn't have the new tier set. I want Knocked. Oh, I've already done Knocked. Alright, well. Let's dip. Let's start up another one. We need Halls of Infusion. Halls of Infusion. Let's do like an 8. Just amp it up. Actually, let's swap characters. Y'all want me to do Mistweaver? Let's do Mistweaver. Yeah, like classes that have gotten like full. I can't remember the last time a class got like a full on rework, but hasn't like Ret Paladin recently got like a full on rework? Because like I know Disc Priest got a rework, but it was basically like how 2 or 3 abilities worked. And yes, it did kind of overhaul how you played them, but I still wouldn't call that like a full on rework. Same with Holy Priest, like only like their damage rotation really saw changes. So like I still would not call that a full-on rework. Okay. Did it delete our gear? No, it did not. We got Brood Keepers. Let's run it. We need Eltheris. Or do Eltheris. Why not? And after that, we're going to need to do a halls. From what I've done in testing, Neltheris is very difficult to time right now because of how the chain changes happened. But from what I remember, like the fights were a lot easier. Like the final boss felt a little easier to do. And when it was current content, that first boss or that final boss was ridiculous. Like it was rough. We should be fine. Make sure our talents look okay. I don't know why we're in a raid group right now. I mean, it would be weird healing a dungeon like this. Wonder if I'd be better at it. Who do we link to? I think we're gonna link to. I think it's like always. It's never a bad thing to link to the tank, because it gives us both verse and just a rolling hot, and that's just nice to have on the tank. Just adds just effective health to them over the dungeon, and we'll get more actual throughput from that because they actually take damage. Yeah, the new chain mechanic is a little weird. All right, Mistweaver key time. Back in my element. Go. I don't have my renewing mist charges available. There are no affix. Well, I guess there's fortified, which fortified in this dungeon seems brutal right now with the timer. Not really hard, just tough on the timer. All right, we're rolling. Okay, this pack can be kind of scary because that channel can really truck. We're gonna go ahead and pop Fire Axe, just do big damage. Gotta stop that cast. The Magma Conflagration, that's what does big single target. So far, so good. All right, let's start back our single target rotation. What do we got, Tank? What's next? Let's kick that. Yeah, I'm already having infinitely more fun playing WoW on Mistweaver than any other spec. All right, boss time. This boss, I'm pretty sure saw like a little change, like maybe like one small change. But from what I remember, what I've tested, it is not tough like at all. I remember it used to like require some thought, but now it just doesn't, dude. Yeah, you don't want those long dashes. That's why I was kind of tucked away in that pocket. But now, okay, this is what you want to pop cooldowns for. But now that he's already dashed over here, we do want to stand like over here. So his next dash is small. Nope, they're sending him right back where he just came from. Okay. Like I'm standing next to this wall. But maybe I should stand like over here because then I would bait him to where he's already dashed over. That can't be good though. Well, you don't want him on his fire. I'm pretty sure that's still a thing. I don't know why I just tried to mount. Wee. Alright, what's this chain pull look like, Tank? Oh, don't like that. Watch our feet. Yeah, we didn't get the chain off at the start, but that's not an issue. We were fine. There's another chain over there, but I guess it's just not... I don't know if it's worth it anymore. Watch that frontal, that magma fist frontal. There's another chain. Nice. We're doing our big damage. Let's get a chi burst off before that damage ends. Watch the ground. Mage is gonna get hit. Yep. Mage is gonna get hit again. There's 2 more chains here. What's Yield Tank doing? What's the play here? Okay. We've already used that chain. Got a binding spear. That frontal magma fist is going kind of crazy. Ah! Whew. Bug? He said bug. I don't think anything's bugged. I think the play here is you're going to pull everything to this chain, stun it, do the damage, and then pull it to that chain and stun it again. That's what I think the play is going to be, like, kite it back, but I don't know. Okay, this boss doesn't hurt nearly as bad as it used to, because it used to do big AoE damage, but it does truck the tank. That mage is just getting nuked by it. Kind of juked me out a bit. Let's see if I can just heal through this. It's actually not that bad. You can kind of let like one tick go off and then start your Shayloons. I think that's the best value. Or you can combat each one of those with Shayloon's Chi-Ji. I think the first one you might have to pre-Chi-Ji a bit to get the second one off, but not that bad. Hey, what's up, Blame Fate? How are you doing today? We're just chilling on the PTR, just slamming some keys. We tried to do some live keys as the H-Priest, but it wasn't our day. That's fine. We're having fun. Playing a video game. Can't complain. Let's kick all of that. Ooh, had to help out the tank there. Try to get all of our damage buttons off during the in that damage amp phase. I can get this chain. Break. Yeah, 5 seconds just seems. I don't know. I guess you can kind of like let people ramp up and then pop the chain, but I don't know. It seems a little not as good for damage. We have Cocoon ready, but I kind of want to see if we can manage without it. We can also stun to kill things. So I guess, I mean, if you layer all your stuns, in a way, you can make that pretty easy to deal with, but it's like, it's the damage. It's like killing everything in time. Look, I feel like we've killed so much stuff because we've been constantly doing these big pools. We're only at 49%. So it just feels like something's gonna change in this dungeon, I'm pretty sure. Get a fat Chi-Ji going. I got my wife. Uh-oh. I got my wife to watch one of my old like favorite movies. Like me and my brother used to watch this movie all the time. I hope that you guys have heard of it. It doesn't really stand the test of time that much, but it's honestly we've watched some like oldies, some like classics, which I mean from like early 2000s recently that just do not like stand up like at all. But this one, I mean, it kind of did. It was an enjoyable watch, just not, it didn't really stand up to what it was as a kid. But it's John Tucker Must Die. If you watched it and enjoyed that movie, let me know. But yeah, me and my brother used to watch that all the time. We loved that movie. It's still good, especially because like we know we're like we know different things that each of the actors have done now. Like um one of the characters is like he's supposed to in the movie he's supposed to be just this like burnout kid, like a always in detention kid, but it was Joe from the show the stalker show. So I don't know, I thought that was pretty funny, but also Brittany Snow is like the main character and she's like in Pitch Perfect, which is just a classic. But it's just a good movie. um yeah, if you haven't seen it, I mean, it's like, I guess it was better like when you were in high school and stuff, but still a fine watch. Get some mana tea going. Got our stun. We're gonna let the rest of those melts go off before we rip it. Watch the frontals. Watch all these casts. We still have Ring of Peace. These guys are just CC'd out the wazoo from our tank. I kind of booped them out of the fire, but it'll be okay. That Scorching Breath frontal animation is a lot wider than the actual breath is. It looks like. 'Cause I should have been hit by it there. How are we pulling? We got 14, almost 15 minutes left. Alright, this next boss can cause some trouble for sure. We're at 70%, so we're getting closer to count, but I'm trying to think. You get that one pack that's in that room that we've already walked through, like with the big bird. It's like 3 enemies, and then you get like 2 more pulls before the final boss. I don't know if that adds up to 30%. I really don't. We don't really need to do a cooldown here. I guess it doesn't hurt. Especially if our tank is low. Ooh, Chikakun saved the mage there for sure. So yeah, we actually, in hindsight, we did need to do a cooldown there. That's kind of funny. Ooh. That Jadefire line just healed a ton. Get our reset. We did not get a reset. We got a reset. Let's go. And sure, I guess I'll life cocoon. Forge Storm. Just dodge. With this, you need to have a cooldown rolling for. Ooh, they're standing in swirlies. Sip up on Manatee during this. We have Shayloons. We're also going to rip a revival because people took unexpected damage. Just to be safe. Oh man. Got some swirly soakers here. Actually having a spot heal. Nice. Zero. Okay, we got 10.5 minutes. Still need 25%. I've seen some groups that I've done actually pool this guy, Iron Torch Commander, because he's actually not as bad as he used to be. He used to be like a do not pool or you will wipe, basically. But now, like, I've had a couple groups pull him and we have not wiped to him yet. But I also don't know how much percent he gave us, so I don't know if it was actually worth it or not. But are we going to snap these guys down? Man, these swirly soakers going crazy. Keep drinking while we fall. Ooh, Fire Axe just procced. That's kind of funny. A little sad, but funny. Let's go and go in and do damage while we have Fire Axe rolling. Go, go, go. Incandescent wings or whatever that thing's called really hurts. Move, move, move. 14% in a boss and a dream, I believe. No, okay. We got a fast reset. I like it. Okay, we're lusting this. I don't hate it. We're immune to stuns, though. That's awkward. Pop Chi-Ji. Got Molten Army spawning. Ooh. That hurts. Yeah, you gotta kick Molten Army. This pack becomes very tough. But how's everyone doing today? Happy Monday. I haven't even said this yet. All stream. Just been yapping. Happy Monday. I honestly, I used to hate Mondays, but now I actually really like Mondays. Because I don't know, I think it really plays with your mood. Like, if you're in a happy stage in your life, it's just like you enjoy the week. Like, if you look forward to what's coming this week, it's always just fun being a Monday. But if you really just aren't enjoying it, then like what's going on in your life, then I guess Mondays do kind of suck because it's like you do dread the week. But now that I'm streaming with you guys a lot more often and I'm making content that I enjoy, I'm actually like I'm really excited for it to be Monday, which is weird. It's just like I never thought I'd say that, but yeah, I'm excited for this week because I'm putting so much time and effort into these videos I'm working on. And I'm gonna finally start dropping them sometime this week, maybe even as early as tomorrow, and that makes me happy. I'm excited for it. Excited for you guys to see what I've been working on, basically. But hopefully, y'all have some fun plans for for this week. Maybe some last second grinding on an alt or something. We tried that. Dodge the frontal. We'll go ahead and go grab one. Oh, we'll get this one. Where's my button? I don't see my button. Oh, it's blocked by my UI. Okay, we're fine. I'll need to fix that. It's not like that on live, but ugh, that's bad. Molten gold. And that kind of nukes. 150,000 damage every 3 seconds. We'll leave this one for the tank. We'll go get this one over here. You can move while casting these two, which is pretty dope. Easy peasy. Did we time it? We timed it. Yeah, we actually timed an Eltheris. Very cool. Hey, got an igniter. Very nice. All right, next up is, let's see if this group wants to do, wanna do halls? Anyone down for halls? Ugh. Gotta do a stretch. Ugh. This group was pretty solid. I wouldn't mind running with them again. No, stop asking. Now, I don't think I've even talked to this person on non-PTR. I think she still asks if she can talk every time we walk by. Oh God, where's our key? OMG, I'm on TV. Halls. Then just in case they need it. I don't know what they did. Fortified, right? Fortified. Let's head there. Halls of Infusion, one of my favorite dungeons. Let's see if we can do Tyrannical, though. I'm gonna ask. No. Let's not see if we can do it. Well, yeah. No. Let's not ask that. We just need, like, clean footage. We don't really need as difficult as possible. Let's take notes on done for myself. Did first a Bracken hide evoker key and Malferis. Next up will be a Mistweaver halls. But I'm thinking about doing, like, whenever the Mist of Pandaria stuff comes out, I might do, like, some form of stream, like a subathon or a 12-hour or something, just to grind Mist of Pandaria until it gets old. And plus, things like that, like the Mist of Pandaria, like leveling a character, is usually only, like, really fun for a little bit of time. Usually those things kind of get you burnt out pretty easily. So I think that would be fun. Also, I think it would be pretty fun to do like a Plunderstorm 12-hour stream, but I just like just to sit there and grind out the rest of the Renowned. But I just think that not a lot of people would watch that. Like no one really wants to watch Plunderstorm. Although I'm pretty good at it. Um yeah. But yeah, I kind of do want to do that, like something like that eventually. But also, we don't know the dates of the mop stuff, right? Like we don't know when the Mists of Pandaria stuff's coming out. Pretty sure. Mop remix. We might know the date. Person said one of the best things to come out of the mop remix is being able to do raids to level up. Can start doing the raids at 25. Oh, that's actually pretty dope. Yeah, that's actually really cool. Is it the same? I remember we used to always go right. But on PTR, I've done this dungeon a couple times. Everyone goes left now. I don't know why, but I think it has to do with like what it opens up in the rest of the dungeon. Drink some water. It's been a while. Hey, subscribe done. Hey, I appreciate that. Person just looked me up and subbed. Pretty dope. I want to see me on TV, please. Well, you will be for the Halls video and for the one we just did, Niltharis video for sure. That was a clean key. I'm just looking for clean footage. Really, that's all there is to it. All right, let's do this show on the road. One of the mages swapped out for a hunter. I love this dungeon, but a lot of healers like it. I think one of the reasons why I love this dungeon is Stockholm Syndrome. Like it was so easy to get into a Halls of Infusion key, but hard to get into other keys in season 1 or 2, whatever this was, because no healer wanted to heal this. But but I did. I could only really get into this key, and I just got good at it. And yeah, it was really fun. But a lot of healers hate it because it's a very difficult healing dungeon, especially Tyrannical Week. All's Tyrannical is brutal. It's very brutal. All right, the show on the road team. Let's swap trinkets out. Let's go with um go with Beacon. Put Beacon on our bars. Let's swap Beacon in. We're gonna be a lot squishier. Beacon's kind of dope. Beacon to the... Alright. We're now tracking our beacon. Alright, we're back. Let's get it going. Let's do this. Boot the hunter. No, he said he was quickly relogging. He just swapped to this character, and I know PTR can be like so annoying swapping characters. It just like deletes your UI sometimes. Like it's just like, no. Let's start you over. So I'm sure that's what he was dealing with. Uh uh oh my god. He said second I have lag. You'll love to see it. Oh man, yeah, PTR is very annoying. I guess this is better than if he would have started the key, then run in and died. I guess. But yeah, Paul, this is sometimes this just happens. Alright, let's go. Let's just jump it. Good now. Okay, let's go. Alright, showtime. Oh no, they all got sucked out of my chi burst. I just shot the chi burst at the wall. You hate to see that. Let's launch a beacon. Yeet. 1,000,000 per? Okay. Watch those frontals. Those frontals are really hard to see. The containment beams going out on myself. Yeah, my PTR UI doesn't show me where casts are going all the time. It's very weird. I don't really know how to explain it. Just stop all that nonsense. These packs are really scary, especially because you have two very important cast to kick and demoralizing shout and expunge or expulse, whatever it's called. These packs have always terrified me. But we're fine. It's not any tough affixes. Although, like, these pulls on with, like, bursting or on death or, like, raging or anything, they do get very scary. Take that. Doing as much damage as I can. Spear flurries. Watch the ground, which on those stairs, they still haven't fixed those animations, which is annoying. Really watching my tank. It's kind of annoying that I don't have Omni CD working on PTR either, because it is nice to be able to see if the tank is okay by monitoring their cooldowns. These packs are scary too. I did not need a kick there, but we're going to beacon. As much damage as we can. Pop Chi-Ji here. These blackout kicks rolling. I stick to this other defender. We have Ring of Peace coming up here soon. Oh, there's a demoralizing that got off. I missed my Ring of Peace. That's absolutely embarrassing. Stop that cast. Watch the frontals. Let go. Alright, this boss has seen some changes. From what I remember, they made it harder, actually, which they were designed to make it easier. But I think it's just that I'm not experienced with the new version. Because people pull it a lot differently than they used to. But I think it does make sense now that you pull it out. You pull the boss out here, so you have a little bit of time while he walks back in to do damage. But so it is like a little bit more intuitive. It's just different, and it's something I have to get used to. Stay with us, Hunter. Nope, 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 nope. Need kicks. I still have revival, which is good. You usually use a revival during that. We're gonna make sure we have ancient teachings rolling here. Was listening to your videos at work today. Good stuff. Hey, I appreciate that. Is it Jace? I'm gonna say Jace. I appreciate that, man. I know today's video was a lot longer, but I always say I try to make the videos that I enjoy watching. And back when I would not make videos, but before then, like when I would just consume content, I enjoyed having like always having an option. Like sometimes you just want to listen to a longer video, you know? Like sometimes you're on, like whenever I would drive to work, I just loved having like hour-long videos just to be able to listen to and enjoy for a whole car ride, you know? But also, that goes to say that like almost every video is better shorter. But I like making that style video from today longer, but putting chapters so that if say you're like debating between Mistweaver and Restoration Shaman, like you just don't know which one you're gonna main. I like having a full explanation of both, like making it long, but putting chapters so that you can like skip to the Mistweaver section, then skip to the Shaman section, and that way, like yeah, the video is like almost an hour long, but if you only care about Shaman and Mistweaver, then for you, the video's really only, what, like 20 minutes if even, you know? So I appreciate the support on that video, but I had some people say that they did not like that it was longer, but to them I just said, like, I mean, y'all don't have to watch the whole thing, just watch what has to deal with you. But if you are debating um between all 7 healers, then I think me making a short video would be closer toward me saying, like, hey, choose this spec. But that's not what I want to do. I want to give you guys the tools and let you come to your decision. So I'm glad you enjoyed it. That's what I'm trying to say. But Reso Shaman, baby. I love Reso Shaman. In another world, I'd be maining Reso Shaman right now, but I'm happy in this world. I'll be honest. Go, tank. Be free. Alright, we got leg sweep here. These pulls can be a little spooky. Oh, we got revival here. We're just gonna beacon. I might not have to revival, but you basically always revival here in real keys. Like in that situation where people were low. But we got the rescue off with the life cocoon, so we're chilling. Just gonna pop a mana pot. Why not? Target the shock trooper. That kick is a must. Maybe I should let one of those kicks go off to show you what it does. Let a cast go off for science. Oh, we let a friend die. Let's let this cast go off. That's sad. I didn't play Mythic Plus in Season 1 or Season 2, so that video on what trinkets are in Season 4 pool was perfect. Oh, see, that's who I had in mind is people who just, you know, that was kind of the whole purpose of the video was like, hey, for those of you who don't know, these are the trinkets that are going to be in Season 4. And, like, I didn't touch on all the big players, but I touched on a lot of them, like, enough of them, to where if you're coming into this season without knowing some of these big trinkets, you at least now kind of know which ones to look out for the most part. But I'm glad you liked my videos, because it sounds like you're the perfect person I had in mind for those videos. I'm glad you were able to catch them. Authorize. I guess I can make that point in my video, or like kind of make a joke about it, where like this cast is so worth kicking that even when I asked my group to let it go off, they were still afraid of what it can do, like something like that. I think that could be pretty funny. All right, this boss is kind of scary. Things might get a little froggy, but okay. But yeah, if you didn't play Mythic Plus in Season 1 or 2, you're still going to see a lot of Fire Axe Raging Heart because it's just so good. But Beacon is such a dope trinket because watch. I'm going to use it while it's just single target. Bang. 1.1 million. And if you use it AoE, you get more value out of it. But we used it single target there, and you can just see how much it can slam. Some of these bosses are not jokes at all, but no one's walking the frogs in, so that's a little sus. We can boot this guy toward. Also, no one got eaten by the boss, so. Gotta make sure that the tank gets eaten. This boss gets really tough. Yeah, this part is brutal. Ah. When he's enraged, that really trucks. Get eaten, tank. Oh no. That's brutal. Good luck, team. Uh, uh. No. Ah. Stay on boss. Stay on boss and pray. Whew. Whew. Goodness. Um. Goodness. All those mechanics just amp up so hard. Also, I hate having used revival there because I like having 2 revivals in this hallway because this is like a revival hallway. But we should be fine. It is fortified too, so let's freaking get it, guys. So no revival, that means that we are going to commit Shayloons here. Yep. Double dragon pool. Crazy times. I used both my defensives though, so. Focus a dragon. Ow. No! Beat the cast! Okay, we're chilling. Literally, we're deep chilling, but... oh man. Come on. Ugh. Holy crap. Oh. Yeah, that's what Double Dragon Pool looks like without revival. It is spooky. Goodness. Whew. Same talents on PTRs and live? Yes. I'm still rocking very similar talents. I'm pretty sure Rising Mist and Dance of Chi-Ji is what I'm rolling with right now in this dungeon. I didn't change anything. I think in this dungeon, I would prefer Secret Infusion over... I would prefer Secret Infusion over Dance of Chi-Ji just because this dungeon, you don't really need those random procs to kind of help you with some of the packs. Instead, you really need... We're going to revival this. You really want the bosses to become a little easier. So you want the like that 8% versatility buff for like things like this boss to kind of help smooth over the healing and the damage incoming and make yourself more survivable versus the first boss and stuff. Yeah, I think this boss is for sure either a Focus Thunder or this dungeon is for sure a Focus Thunder or Secret Infusion dungeon. You see, we had Chi-Ji rolling on us, so we were immune to... Oof. We're immune to Deep Chill going on us. Run! I don't have Disable talented, but that'd be kind of cool if I did. Yeah. I get mana here. All right, this boss is the big roadblock. I'm just gonna say mana, but we're so fine. You don't have party defensives anywhere on PTR UI. No, I don't have all my what am I trying to say? I don't have all of my UI exactly the same on PTR. It's just I don't know, it just took up a little space, and plus I just haven't downloaded Omni CD. But I always recommend using Omni CD. We just don't have it active here. The dispel is a bait. Remember that. That's really bad. Honestly, 4-manning this boss is pretty good for the content. We want to hang out right here. Okay, we're gonna pop a defensive and life cocoon here. Gonna bide some time. Spell harm. Stand right here. Bait the cyclone. And then we're gonna let this phase kind of happen. Where we stand behind the rock, and then we'll come in with Chi-Ji. But we're really cycling our cooldowns like really slowly. It's the second time that's happened. We've had a rock spawn underneath us. We're not going to use Revival or Shayloons just yet. I'll let the AoE damage kind of rack up a bit. Is there a good spot to stand? Yes, over here. We'll see who made it. Yeah, now we can kind of sit a bit. Let Shayloon's gift kind of get its full value. I don't like what the tank's doing. Nice. Yeah, a lot of people just dump their cooldowns as soon as people's health is at like 90%. You can really get a little comfortable letting people drop down to like 50% and then popping a cooldown, because you really have to make sure you always have something rolling, whether that be an actual cooldown or like group-wide support, and like yourself a defensive, someone else having life cocoon, and you're just pumping into the third person, like something like that. But a little light on mana, so we can take some time off. Ooh, this is a pretty scary time. Heat chill might take some lives. Just gonna combat it with. I just walked right through that frontal. Let's rip a beacon, AoE beacon. Let's fire it. Boom, 300k to each person, almost 400k. Ooh, I did not even see the swirly. The earth swirly. We're gonna Chi-Ji, Dispel, Tiger's Lust. Get rid of 3 stacks all at once. That way there's just 2 people to heal. Okay, we're coming up on a very terrifying pool. Once you kill some of this trash, this chick spawns here. That is an absolute mena boss. She's a mena boss. Owner of the Dugsdale Dimmadome. No, but she's very scary on Fortified Week. There she is, Infuser Saria. Inundate. Flash Flood, move out. Inundate, have a cooldown rolling. Ooh, that clapped my team. What happened there? No, someone got booped. Still had Fort Brew rolling there. There we go. All right, we're chilling. This boss, the secret is, guys, hear me out. Dodge the swirlies the moment that they go under you. That's it. See, if you don't, you'll end up like this guy. Wall Buffet. Focus Deluge, help the tank, but he's fine. He's in meta. Blob Globules, just dodge him ASAP. Dodge him ASAP. It's really that easy. Don't finish your cast, whatever you're casting. Oh, tank, you got it. So there is a trick here. The tank has to be the closest one to the boss at all times, or this happens. I don't know what the talent is about Demon Hunters where they kind of like bounce out to range, then jump back into melee and stuff. I think I hear people saying that it's momentum, but yeah, you definitely don't want to like do that on this boss. Because you saw the boss would like be in his focus deluge and then turn to me and look at me. I tried Pier and Raid, really liked your vid about it, but what's the easiest raid build you recommend? Um, uh, hold on. But I think the easiest raid build, if you go to my channel and look up just Tier of Mourning, the base Tier of Mourning build without Peer into Peace is probably a little easier and would probably be a good stepping stone to get you into the Peer into Peace one. But the Peer into Peace build really does feel really natural if you're used to Monk already. But if you're still looking for a way to get used to it, the easiest builds are Tier of Mourning, straight up. I have a guide video on it. And then if you're just looking for like a Chi-Ji raid build, those builds can be pretty easy. For beginner levels, like entry level raiding. But definitely you're going to want to work toward Tier of Mourning from Chi-Ji, and then toward Peer into Peace from Tier of Mourning. But yeah, there definitely is a learning curve just in Monk in general because of all the interactions. But yeah, that I think Tier of Mourning is just a slightly easier version of the Peer into Peace one. Well, let's get this guy up. Let's go again. So yeah, I don't think that the tank understood that mechanic, but yeah, if you're not the closest one, like the tank has to always be right up against this boss. If you're not the closest one, then it gets really, really tough. Kind of annoying that the mage didn't res here. Where is the mage's body? What the heck? He upstairs? Ow. I can't see him. Oh. Alright, so also, but as a Mistweaver Monk, you want to make sure you're always at max range, max melee range here because of that mechanic. If tanks don't understand they need to be right up against the boss, then it definitely spells death. But here, Squall Buffet, Focus Deluge. If your tank doesn't understand they need to be right up against the boss, it can just spell terrifying times. Let's save our beacon for the ad phase. Because we are down to DPS. Ooh. Tank, you gotta dodge that stuff. Let's de-res the tank, maybe? Hey, thank you so much. I need the video. I'm kind of new to Monk and most Mythic Plus, but your vids make it much easier. Really appreciate the work. I appreciate the comments. Um, I try to make as beginner friendly stuff as I can. And then also I try to weave in some like gameplay to fill, like so more experienced players can get advice and stuff, like using Chi-Chi to immune the deep chill and stuff. Dot and stuff. But my goodness, my throat. But yeah, try to like make like different types of videos so every level of player gets something. And I'm glad that my videos are able to help you. I make YouTube videos like purely out of my love for the game and my love for the spec. Ow, my feet are stuck. Ah, okay. But I solely for the enjoyment of the game. And I'm glad that other people find them useful because that's just a byproduct of the videos. Dodge immediately because those things will sneak up on you. Let's not crowd the tanks. I don't think he understands the oof. These people getting hit by the swirlies. I'm like very afraid to stand next to the boss. All right. Let's go. Let's finish this boss. Look at that gate. Oh my goodness, it sucks up the gate too. Pretty funny. Oh. Once one person makes it through, it stops the spawning of the tornadoes. So always, if you're the person with the most mobility, definitely send yourself. But if you can give someone else your Tiger's Lust, like consider doing that because that is sometimes the best way to make it go. Also, I don't know why people think they need to kick all these things. We don't have the DPS for it. Okay, apparently we do. Let one go off. Bang, big damage. We're just gonna Shayloons this one. People cannot get hit by these globules. globules. I'm pretty sure it's globule. I'm in dangerous territory. Wonder if we can time this. $25? Oh, maybe. Tank! Tank, stay with us. I think the tank's lagging out. 16 seconds. Just dodge. We timed it. Can't believe we timed that. That's crazy. All right. Any thoughts on trinkets for season 4? I made a video about it, but after testing, I think the ones that I'm really liking for Mistweaver are for Mythic Plus, Fire Axe Standard Rage Heart is just a goated trinket. And I like Broodkeeper's Promise, but it just hasn't put up the numbers out. I'd have to like actually get into high-end keys and see if the verse really helps like a mage or something survive. But then I really like Neltharian's Call to Dominance. I just think it can make your Chi-Ji ramps go crazy, but also it can help you do some big damage on packs where you don't really need the survivability of a second like tank trinket. Outside of that, like just the basic DPS trinkets, like Borellorelos does insane damage, but I really like Beacon, and I really, really like the Sinarth trinket. How does this key squish feel? Honestly, it doesn't feel any different. I feel like just doing 10s is just doing 20s before, you know, it's like, it's not, it does feel weird to queue up for a 10 and be like, wow, I'm good, you know, but like, it's not anything different. You're still playing the same game. It's just the numbers look, the pixels look different, you know. You happen to know if the troll racial works on the Call to Dominance trinket? That is a message, I'll tell you that. Okay, let me see if I know what you're asking. So Call to Dominant, Neltharian's Call to Dominance it says, like its tooltip says, spells you cast calls you to enter into your like enhanced state. You're asking, does the racial work to enhance yourself? But I do want to say the tooltip reads like that so that it's like a universal description. Why do I keep opening that? But the actual trinket, once you actually have it on that class, the tooltip changes to be that class specific. Because like Neltharian's Call to Dominance shares with Monk, Evoker, and Warlock, I want to say. Like all three of these classes can equip Neltharian's Call to Dominance. It says spells you cast have a chance to give you like stats. But the moment, see, like they're casting spells and abilities has a chance to grant you a stack of Domineering Arrogance. But the moment that you equip it, the tooltip changes. The Troll Snare Reduction works on it. The Troll Snare Reduction. Oh, that spells has Domineering Arrogance and reduces your movement speed. Oh, that's a weird one. That's a weird Kaiwu. We've been doing some PTR keys, but I'm getting a pretty unique question about. Let's look up the troll racial. Wow, hopefully nothing bad comes up. Because looking up troll and racial just does not sound like a fun time. Okay, troll racial. Let me read it. I know berserking, but you're talking about the snare, so reduces the duration of all movement and pairing effects by 20%. Trolls be flipping out, man. Okay, let's try it. Davudu Shuffle. Luckily for you, like all of my characters are trolls. Let's test it. But before we test that, let's actually go into like a little trinket testing hour because someone also did ask me a question about one trinket. So let's test it. Let's first buy the trinket and then we'll test it. Okay, so for those of you who don't know, there's a cool little interaction. So Feline Stomp or Jade Fire Stomp, whatever you're saying, Jade Fire Stomp has a passive where your spells every time you cast a spell on your Phaline, it has a chance, like a 6% flat chance, to give you the cooldown back. Yeah, Flux, I think I agree, but if we're doing this for science, I'll test it for science. But there is a unique interaction where if you Chi Burst, it doesn't just count as that one coin flip with a 6% chance to reset your Jade Fire Stomp. It counts once per person it goes through. It counts itself as like a unique spell or a unique coin flip for that. So what we're going to try is, does that also work for trinkets that are worded weirdly? So where's this trinket? It might be final page. Where's this trinket? Do I already have it? I don't. Oh, maybe monks can't get it. Yeah, hold on. Oh, monks can't get it. Oh, that's so tragic. Someone asked me, and I just did not have an answer for them. But let's see. 4 roots, no. So there's a trinket. It's like ashes to something. Ashes. Here it is. I'm sorry. It's Furious Rage Feather. Okay, let's buy it. Let's go test it. But lose 4 seconds of the stat increase. Well, that would be bad. Yeah, I don't know. I feel like it would reduce it, but I don't know if it would take away the stat boost. I don't think that's the case. All right, let's test this trinket on Monk and see if it works weirdly. So Furious Rage Feather. It's a really solid DPS trinket for healers. Your damaging spells have a chance to fire a Soul Seeker arrow toward your target, inflicting 400,000 damage over 20 seconds. So your damaging spells have a chance to come with a dot. If the target dies, it'll fire another arrow. So let's test it. We have it equipped. We're just going to be punching dummies until we get it to proc. Just doing single target damage. We could even do Phaline Stomp. Where's the proc? Wait, has it already procced? I think it already did proc. I think that's what that 30,000 is. Back up. We're going to punch a couple times, then back up. Back up. We see a dot. We do not. Does it have like a really noticeable animation at all? Nope. Okay. Yeah, so the dot is ticking. So that is Rage Heart, okay? So that's the trinket. But let me show you this interaction. You guys probably already know it. So if I Jade Fire Stomp, if I just Tiger Palm, every time I Tiger Palm, we have a chance to reset Phaline, but it's a small chance. If I Phaline, I just start Tiger Palming. These Tiger Palms are hitting twice, giving us 2 coin flips at like a 6% chance to reset. Boom, we got it again. But if we, let's do our Dance of Chi-Ji proc really quick. All right. If we Jade Fire Stomp and then shoot Chi Burst through a bunch of allies and enemies, each time it passes through something, it flips that coin. So yes, it's one spell, but it kind of gets multiple chances as if it were multiple spells. So let's test this and see if it works with Rage Heart, because Rage Feather. One of my viewers wanted me to test if this works, if this has a chance to proc, if Chi Burst has a chance to proc Rage Feather, like how it procs the reset of Phaline. So that's what we're testing here. So we're just gonna Chi Burst. Okay, we didn't get the dot. But I think how we will know if this works is if it hits this first dummy, that could mean it worked or it could mean it didn't work. But if we get the Rage Feather proc on any of these other 3 dummies, that means that it attempted to apply Rage Feather here, attempted here, attempted here, attempted here. So that is the logic we're using. And if you guys see a flaw in that logic, let me know. But that's what we're testing right now. And then I promise we'll test your voodoo magic voodoo thing. Okay. Shooting it through. Still no Rage Feather thing. Still no Rage Feather proc. We would know because there would be a dot on these enemies. But the thing about testing these things, like whenever I test something on the PTR, you can sit here and just test it over and over because like proc rates are low. Like if we just Tiger Palm, we'll eventually get it. And we just show that it is working. It's just a low proc rate. So let's kind of enhance those odds a bit. Okay, let's Chi Burst. You'll see a dot. Still no proc, man. This proc rate is low. So, but the concept here is like if you do a massive pool with like 30, enemies and you shoot a Chi Burst through it, like then if this does work that way, it'd be pretty cool, right? But what's the tooltip? It just says your damaging spells have a chance to fire an arrow toward your target. But okay, now that I'm reading it, it does say toward your target. So maybe it can only apply it here, but that's what testing these things is for. I don't know. I'm starting to think it will not work. Because like, let's see, Phaline I'm sure can proc it. We're just gonna be testing what all spells can proc it. If you're gonna run this trinket, I think just Tiger Palm Blackout Kick just gets crazy value. See there, okay. There it did proc, but not on our target with a Blackout Kick cleave. So your Blackout Kicks now strike 3 targets because of Ancient Concordance. And since we're targeting this dummy, our Blackout Kick cleaved here and applied it on another target other than another enemy other than our target. Would Expel Harm proc it? Oh man, we could sit here and just keep pressing a bunch of spells. So there's Expel Harm. I would think it has a chance to proc it. Let's shoot another Chi Burst. Got no procs there. Let's do Phaline. Got no procs there. We can Expel Harm again. This is efficient testing. Let's Zen Pulse. I wonder if I bet Zen Pulse probably couldn't proc it, but that is something that would take a lot of testing. Spinning Crane Kick. Spinning Crane Kick. Okay, that's good to know. Spinning Crane Kick applied it, but not to our target. It applied it to a non-target dummy. So Spinning Crane Kick could apply this trinket to another enemy. So the way it's worded, it does say has a chance to fire a Soulseeker arrow toward your target. But maybe the word toward is weird. Maybe it's like, oh, you fired it toward it, but you missed, but like that doesn't make sense. But so it's worded weird. It says toward your target, but I don't think it really means that. There's another Chi Burst. Okay, Chi Burst did apply it to our actual target. So like I said, that doesn't really help us with science. So there's Rage Feather here. Do you have Resonant Fists on? I don't. This dot is the Rage Feather trinket. You see here, you can see it ticking away on the debuff bar. We're just going to keep sciencing, guys. Expel Harm. Not from Expel Harm. Chi Burst. Chi Burst, once again, only applied it on this first thing. That's what we're really trying to test, is can Chi Burst apply it on multiple things? We're going to wait till that one fades away. But yeah, you can see it's the Soulseeker Arrow poison. Now let's Expel Harm. Okay, let's Zen Pulse. Sorry, look, some people are really enjoying this, so I don't know. This is the kind of stuff I like watching. How good can this trinket get? You know what we could do is we can go into like the open world and I don't know, some Shadowlands area and just pull a big mob. Or we can even go into like an island expedition and just shoot Chi Burst through like 50 enemies and see if it procs on anyone. Zen Pulse, still not getting answers there for Expel Harm. Zen Pulse, no answers there. Jade Fire, no answers there. Chi Burst, come on. No answers there. Expel Harm again. No answers there, but I think we have already found out some cool things that it can proc. Although I'm targeting this dummy, we can get it to proc on other enemies, which is really solid because this is where we're going to get a lot of our proc chances is from our single target rotation blackout kit cleaves, which also work. Blackout kit cleaves work. And spinning crane kick is where we're going to get a lot of our procs. So this trinket might, I'll have to do a lot more testing with this trinket. You see there, our blackout kit cleaved to this dummy and it applied Rage Feather, and I just shot another arrow toward this dummy. So very weird. Very weird. Let's wait for this dot to end. And then we're going to shoot another Chi Burst through. But let's go ahead and test Expel Harm here. Still haven't gotten any answers on Expel Harm. Maybe you guys could also test this, because this might actually work. Chi Burst. Still no answers from that. Got no procs. Let's see. Spell Harm. Nothing. Zen Pulse. Yeah, I don't know if Jade Fire Stomp can proc it. I also don't know if Chi Burst. I don't think it. I'm starting to think that Chi Burst doesn't work like that. I think Chi Burst only can apply it on the first person it goes through. So, look, I'm going to chalk it up. We're going to call the science that Chi Burst doesn't work like the way we would want it to work in that sense. What we did discover, though, some great things going for this trinket is that Blackout Kick can cleave and apply it on the cleaved Blackout Kicks. And then Spinning Crane Kick also can apply it on targets other than your target. Although I don't know how it works. Can we have it, if I just sit here and Spinning Crane Kick, can we basically have multiple ticking at the same time? Would probably be the best thing. So there's one proc. It is on our target. It just fired another one here. So yeah, we have two ticking at the same time. Yeah, this trinket's kind of cool. I don't know if you're going to rack up as much damage as you would with like other DPS trinkets. There's another proc on our non-target. So yeah, okay, all in all, the trinket doesn't do like crazy things with Chi Burst like we thought. But yeah, I wouldn't fault anyone for taking this. Now, I actually do want to do some testing in a dungeon with this trinket, because that is kind of cool how it works with some of our other interactions. Other than that, is there any other cool trinket to test? Because we know Death Snare is actually pretty cool. Pretty big damage too. Would it ever be worth it for us to take an agility trinket? I mean, I remember this trinket did pretty big damage. Bomb dispenser. Ward is also pretty good. It gives like a little under, I think, like half of a Fire Axe shield. However, you can put it on other people, and it's a lesser cooldown. Yeah, Ward might be one that we can choose since we as Mistweavers are a little tankier. It's just we want to help our group survive a bit. We might actually opt for Ward. Are there any other trinkets? Your spells and abilities have a low chance. Grant Flames, causing your crit strikes deal 20% additional damage as fire. This one probably works in that way too, a similar way as the Rage Feather. Whatever it's called. Interesting. Forge Storm. Does that not give intellect? That doesn't give intellect, does it? Ooh, this trinket. Anything else that you guys can think of? Okay, let's hop on a Guess we can hop on one of my troll characters and try out the Neltharian's trinket. So let's hop on my druid. Hey, Sailor Yin, punch, punch, heal, heal, etc. Yeah, you get it. You get it, Sailor Yin. But thank you for the Prime sub. Appreciate all the support, and I'm glad to see you back. Hopefully you're doing well. You see, I was doing a knockout offensive on this character. But thank you for the Prime sub. I can go on my Prime spiel if you want, but I'll spare you. Alright, what are we testing? We're testing... Right now, the final thing we're going to test is if Neltharian's Call to Dominus or the Neltharian's Trinkets... If the Troll passive that reduces the duration of incoming movement impairing effects gets reduced by the Troll passive. I'm good. I'm usually lurking while doing stuff. Happy to keep supporting. I appreciate you, man. Really do. You have no idea. Let's get the trinket. What's the druid one called? I'm sure it's like Neltharian's Call to something, but we're testing it on our druid because it's a troll. Okay, Neltharian's Call to Suffering. Equip it. Go ahead and head there. All right. Let's equip the trinket and see, how do they activate it? Your harmful spells and debuffs. Your harmful debuffs and periodic spells and abilities have a chance to grant you intellect. Okay, it says periodic spells and abilities. That probably also means hots. But we'll just do damage until we get the buff. But yeah, I am a... You can see I am a... How can you see it? I hover over myself. A troll. Nature of the Patient. Level 70 troll player. So... Go until we get the buff. This proc rate is low. Yeah, it's this trinket is so much better on classes that can like handle the proc rate or control when you get the proc, like Mistweaver, because you can Ooh, okay, we got Molten Radiance, but that's not what we want. Okay, there we go. Nope, Molten Radiance again. But it's so much better on Mistweaver because you can actually pop your cooldown and cause it to happen. Man, where is this proc, dude? Crazy. What trinket you testing? The Neltharian's called whatever trinkets because we're testing it versus the troll passive. I know I'm on my druid, but it's just because the druid is a troll. This would whatever information we gather from this would be universal, but this is just like a meme test. Someone asked a question earlier, and we're just trying to test it out. We're trying to get the trinket to proc though. This is absolutely unreal. Well, we're finding out that Rashok still procs pretty often. Am I doing something wrong? Like, what is going on? Your harmful debuff... There it is. Okay, it proc for 12 seconds. So yeah, it looks like it still gave us the intellect for 12 seconds. So that doesn't take away. But as for the movement impairing debuff, I just didn't see us get it. Did y'all see the debuff that we got at all? So it does not reduce the duration, like the troll passive does not reduce the duration of the buff you get. I think that was one of the questions y'all asked. What trinket are we testing? Oh, I think I just read that. My bad. Yeah, right now we're testing Neltharian's Call to Suffering. That's why I'm just applying a bunch of dots, trying to get it to proc. But this would work. Whatever we're testing works versus all the Neltharian's trinkets. I guess I'm in... Why am I not in cat stance doing the same thing? We're just watching our buff bar, waiting for it to proc. You would think having more dots would make it proc more often. We can just rake, rip, rake, rip, rake, rip. Also, it kind of is a little sus testing it on Druid, because if we do get the proc as we're shapeshifting, it'll just go away, but trying to be careful about that. Man, where is this proc? And they say I'm the old forgetful one. Okay. All right, there's the proc. Our debuffs, I just don't see the movement impairing debuff. But we'll see. Are we still slow for the whole duration? Yeah, it looks like you're still slow the whole duration. So yeah, that doesn't, the troll passive doesn't combat the slow at all. We had to test that one the hard way, but there you go. There's your answer. There you go. There's trinket hour with Crisp. Is there any other trinkets or any other questions you have about a trinket for next season that you guys want to see me kind of walk through or anything? Across any healer? I think we found out kind of anything that we would want to find out. Dude, this tier set though is so cool. I'm sorry, I'm a fan of the purple. I think my character's like green aesthetic doesn't really look good, and the whole tendril belt doesn't look good, but yeah, this looks dope. All right, guys. Look, trinket hour. Trinket hour is over. I'm sorry to bore you guys, but that was fun. Honestly, I like testing things like that. I hope you guys enjoyed that too. Now, I usually forge my own path with trinkets based on my play and my group comp. I am the same way. That's why I like to just sit here and experiment around with these trinkets. You have no idea how much I've been doing that, like testing just like how much things proc. Is there a way to game how much things proc and stuff? So I do the same thing. I like to do my own testing with that. But guys, it has come that time. It's about 5 o'clock, which is about time I need to go make my wife food. What did I get your priest to? Let's not talk about it. We tried pushing keys at the start of the stream, but it just was not working out like at all. Like keys just were going to crap pretty easy. Holy, yeah, it's not looking like we're getting holy to 3K because I'd have to do it tonight. And I would just rather work on videos and stuff. But I'm also trying to avoid burnout, if I'm being totally honest. Trying to avoid burnout, and I think if I do sit here and grind Holy Priest, I would die. Like, it would kill me. But guys, thanks for watching the stream. I had a lot of fun today. We bounced back for sure, and I thank each and every single one of you guys for hanging out. Also, stay tuned. If you haven't subscribed to my YouTube channel, I have a lot of content, like a lot of videos that I'm stockpiling for Season 4. So definitely go check out my YouTube channel and prepare for that, especially if you're a healer player. Regardless of the class you play or the spec you play, I have content that's universal coming out. But also, if you're a Mistweaver Monk, don't worry, because that is coming back. In Season 4, we are going to slam Mistweaver keys. I'm excited to do that on stream with you guys. I miss playing the Mistweaver, so I'm excited to be back. So you're holding out on us. I am. I'll admit it. I'm holding out on y'all. But I do have the videos ready to go. Some of them, I'm still grinding them out. But I might go ahead and start uploading them. We'll see. Maybe this week, the week before Season 4 drops. But guys, yeah, I'll see you guys on the next stream. It was a fun one. Kane, I'm glad you got to stop by. Just like them cookies. Okay, I've shown you what the cookies are. But we did make more this weekend, and we took them to a family get-together, and they were gone instantly. They're so good, though. Oh. Those cookies. Yeah, we found out the place that makes those, like, God cookies. But it's downtown. We'd have to go a while. But, okay, I'll see you guys later.